Yo, yo, what is good? Welcome to Married with Issues 45.
45. Are we really already on 45?
Yeah, we're five away from 50.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I'm Solgr.
As well, Fusha, thank you so much, Matt, for being here and being first.
Yeah, it looks like, Matt was in there first.
Been a busy day as usual.
I was just thinking, with us getting close to issue 50, our old show, like the Solgr Fusha only podcast and stuff back a couple years ago, I'm trying to remember how, like what number we got to on those.
I have no idea.
Because I don't know if we
You got
hit.
me beat.
I don't know if we hit the 50s,
Yo,
but it was.
I don't
It
think
was
we
up
made
there.
it to the 50s, but it wasn't at the end of February that you were coming down to
Oh yeah.
see how the timing works out and show you our I can't talk, but we'll show you like our LCS and everything if we get the chance, if the time is permitted.
Yeah, time permitting.
It depends, but
Yeah. So.
it's exciting. And
I know because it dawned on me that because I think last time we talked to him he said end of February or something, and I'm like, oh wow, because
hey,
we're
Kachoon!
already about halfway through.
We're on the TV.
Oh,
Yay!
nice.
Thanks for joining us. I gotta say, Delphia, that video you made of your dogs is very super cute. It was adorable seeing those.
It was.
Hey, Southern Comic Geek. Southern.
Yeah, what's going on, Southern?
Today. Werewolf by Lunchtime.
Werewolf
Thanks for
by
joining
lunchtime.
us.
Yeah, Werewolf by lunchtime. We'll like one of the things I have to show. Yeah, so what we're gonna get into today is some of like the sentimental stuff in in our collections. And
yeah, we decided since we haven't been buying as many new books and kind of budgeting a little more, we thought we'd go over some of our most sentimental books that we do have in our collection and why they're so sentimental.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you pretty much have mostly books, right?
I have 2 slabs, 2 potential slabs, and a bunch of books. I summed it down to these.
I have a little bit more stuff than that. I mean, because what I was getting at is I also have some figures and stuff too.
Oh, that sweet. A fire would be nice.
That definitely mean a lot to me too.
It is super cold. Actually, the sun was out today, and it was a warmer nice day than it has been. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to what you just said. I just realized that. My bad.
Was it when I was saying how I have action figures?
Oh yeah, on mine yeah, too. That's what it was. Yeah.
So it's not like just books, but
yeah, because that's what it was. Because of course you have more than I do. Like the entire apartment is like 89% him.
Yeah.
But I still got my spots.
I mean, our interests
are very similar.
Are similar, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you should switch it to live.
Oh, that might help too. Yeah. See, we're just amateurs.
Yeah. Hey, Gray Man.
Hey, Gray Man. Thanks for joining us. Indeed. Yeah. I think you should be here in a bit. Yeah, the weather has gotten a little better, but Monday was a snow day. We got way too much snow.
Yeah.
Nothing moved Monday.
I hope it's not. I almost don't even want to say it, but when Matt and them's out here, I hope
we don't get another blizzard like we did
when Blizzard. Oh my heck, when Bueller was coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
I mean, even that one, this was the storm we had Monday was even worse than that. Than when.
Yeah.
Than that blizzard when Bueller was coming through.
Way worse.
Yeah.
But not quite as bad as that one in February when we had only been together, I think, like 2 years. It was before we were. It was before we were living together because I was gonna take you to a doctor's appointment and I had to go to work, and then I ended up calling in because it took me an hour to get to you, and usually with clear roads it takes 5 minutes. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Kachung says that's what we're probably getting today is the first snow of the winter for them.
I'm ready.
We haven't had much snow this winter, but
it's been up in the mountains, and now it's coming down into the valleys. But I am so ready for summer.
I am too. I'm just so ready for nicer, warmer weather, and
I'm ready to move to a warmer state. Can we retire? Can we just go to
I'm ready.
cons
Yeah.
and guaranteed income, just retirement and move to
Mm-hmm.
a sunny state where it's always warm, like
Right.
Arizona or something?
Hey, Pup, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Puff, thanks for joining us as we just ramble. Is this what we're good at? I forgot what I was going to say. There was something I was going to say and I forgot. And I don't know if I can remember.
Yeah, we're.
Hey, Kung Fu! Thanks for joining us as well, Barbarian Kung Fu.
Oh, yeah, Barbarian asked if we're snowed in. No, we're not. We're not like snowed in or anything.
And
Monday we were.
Monday we were snowed in. Yeah.
Yeah, Monday we were for sure. And then we had another storm, but not as bad on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then ever since it warmed up. It's weird. It warmed up, so then it was like raining. And, yes. And now it's.
Hey, Rican.
It's nice out there, but everything's melting now, so it's.
Just Rican and his comics. Thanks for joining us as well. Yeah, I agree with you there, Matt. Like the first snowfall, and then like I'm done. I'm like, oh, okay, it's so pretty. It's so nice to stay in. And then it's like, okay, it's too cold out there. Way too cold.
Okay, so this one almost goes without saying. One of my most sentimental is obviously a Holy Grail, right? You know, that we have. So got to start it with the New Mutants 98.
Yeah, I just kind of stuck. I really just put everything together 10 minutes ago, but I already knew where a majority where all of them were at. So,
and I definitely want to get this upgraded. You know, 9.8 would be nice, but I'm always going to keep this one because this was also our first slab.
Yes, and my first slab that you got me is the last that I have on the list. But no, I was going to say congratulations again to Matt for that upgrade in your 9.8. The video running our errands, and it's just that is so wicked cool. It's so awesome.
Gorgeous.
It's so cool to see you accomplish that goal. It's incredible. Yeah, so I just want to say congratulations again. Hey Sharon, Life with Two YouTubers, thanks for joining us. So with this one, the first one I chose to be sentimental is when we went to the Jim Lee signing. It was my first time ever going to a signing that I didn't realize the marker kind of smudges. And so it's Jim Lee Wildcats #1, and I like I'd accidentally like grabbed him in a hurry, so it like slightly smudged it, and I felt so bad, and I was like, I did it wrong, you know. And it just the one thing that makes
not really smudged though.
Well, not as much, but it is. But what makes it the most sentimental to me is the fact that I was feeling so bad about it, and like I just felt like an idiot, you know, like it was my first signing and then it gets smudged. But his response was, well, it adds character to the book and it tells a story within its own. And just as soon as he said that, like it just calmed me back down. Like it made me feel so much better, and it's great. So there's always a first attempt in learning that when you go get books signed, let the ink dry.
Yeah.
There's a lesson for that.
But, well, I mean, it was like a madhouse too. It was a long line. People were like kind of hurrying you through, and so like it was kind of a madhouse. But
yeah, we live and we learn.
It's funny though, because 10, 15, 20 years from now, you know, you'll see that and be like, you know, look, obviously that's my first signing I ever went to. You know, I mean, because we also had 4 books signed, and all of them were fine except that one, and it's like barely even smudged, so it wasn't even that big of an issue really anyway. So
yeah, well, you still made me feel better about it, and it's a sentiment.
This one, Deadpool #1, so this is his first ongoing, and it was a really low print run, and I actually got this on such an awesome deal where his first ongoing from '97 by Joe Kelly, most of that whole run was low print run.
Yeah.
So a lot of those first 10 are hard to get, and I was actually able on eBay to get issues 1 through like 8, where #1 was slabbed.
Right.
And then the rest are raw. But
there's a glare on that.
Yeah, there's a bad glare on that. I love this Ed McGuinness cover, and it is a wraparound.
I love those wraparounds,
especially for like slabs.
The fold-out wraparounds too. Those are so awesome.
Whoop. Like banging the microphone.
I like those. Chat's moving fast, trying to keep up. It was so hot last 3 days. Right. Yeah, it's been getting warmer a little bit here. Like it's getting there. And it's like when we went to the when we walked the 4.2 miles to the LCS, it was way too nice of weather for the time of year. Mm-hmm. And so it was like the reason that we got that snow. So then...
Yeah, we got like hot. We were taking off our sweaters and everything.
Well, like even today when we got back and I was taking the thing down to the office real quick, I didn't even put a jacket back on. So it's getting there. McD!
Yo!
Thanks for joining us, McD!
What's going on, brother?
You. I'm relearning multitasking, so I'll do my best to keep up a chat and everything else. But then my next sentimental counts as one. It's 4 as 1 that I actually have duplicates of, and I am just so happy that I love them so much. These ones are the ones that I actually got sent in an AOK from Jeffrey Comic-Con, and he just killed it, because when he went to the New York Comic-Con with Kavi, he had found this one for me. It was a Catwoman 4-issue mini. It was like her first mini that she had, so I'm counting all 4 of these books as one sentimental, because it's just, and it's a really good read. I enjoyed the reading on it, and you all know how big of a Catwoman fan I am. So for all 4 of these, I do have 2, because he had found 1 through 4 at our LCS.
Yeah, we found that in the wild. Yeah,
and then when we got the second one from Jeffrey, I was even more in love. Like, more the merrier. It is just so awesome. And so it's like definitely books that I'll always treasure, because just Catwoman is my favorite.
Because the ones Jeffrey and NYC sent was
this one and my next
even
one.
better quality than the ones we found in the wild.
Because the ones we found were still in good condition.
I mean, they were awesome
but
condition.
The ones that Jeffrey and Kavi had sent were in much better condition. So and it's always upgrades, as you can see with what Matt did in his book. Upgrades.
Exactly.
Matter of time.
This one, I mean, most people know. I mean, I have a lot of just McFarlane stuff, period, with him being my favorite creator. But this one, he holds, Spawn number 1 goes without saying for a lot of people already know this about me. But this, this was the first, not this exact copy, mind you, but one of the first books I bought with my own money when I was a kid too, and one of the books that really got me hooked into comics and stuff.
That does make it easier, Sharon, to have Rena do it too. That works. It seems like so like more smooth. It's brilliant. It works. Definitely. I used to be a lot better at multitasking, and now I just do what I can.
This one's more recent, but I love for the Spawn 300, this ASM 300 swipe.
Yes.
Is it still swipe if it's swiping yourself?
It could be.
Right.
That's a good point, Barbarian. On the back of the boards, we have started writing where we're getting them from, and the importance. Like some of the ones you sent in the box, I can't talk. I don't English too well, but some of the ones you sent in the Barbarian box, we wrote on the back of, and it's really smart idea. Even Matt does that too, and it's good.
Yeah, I started writing if they're AOKs and stuff. I even started
Speaking
writing,
of, he knew you were gonna hold that one up. He's pretty easy to read sometimes.
I even started. Like, if you can see all this here, it's like Spawn 300. It has the date, the writer, the artist. And then if it's like a key or something, whatever makes it a key. This one I have like triple or quadruple boarded or something, because this one's going to be a
7:20 a.m. That's early. It's 4:21 our time.
Yeah, this is an awesome Spawn 1 copy, and
It is a good-looking copy.
I don't know if McFarlane is supposed to be at like MegaCon or C2E2 or something, but
McD, that's so early late in the night, not early. Well, early in the next day.
What time?
23:20, so 12.
It's like a 7 or 8 hour difference, I think, from here.
Yeah, so I'm really bad at math. I can't calculate.
It's like midnight, probably, or something. Yeah,
midnight.
It's probably midnight. 21 or something.
Definitely just try to enjoy it. With it being the last day, there's bigger and better things. So it's just the end of the chapter, and you'll move on to bigger and better things. Excelsior.
Yeah.
This is only the beginning.
Onwards and upwards to greater glory.
And so then this.
I'm just like really examining this, and I mean it's.
Oh, the spawn.
It could be close to a 9.8. I don't think so though, because there is a really tiny little spine tick right there.
But yeah,
maybe 9.2, 9.4 or something. It's in the nines. All right, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm a little off, but this is the other one that I had gotten from Kavi and Jeffrey when they went to the New York Comic Con, and I love this book. It was a really good read. It is Catwoman Defiant, and it's double signed. And then there's a line in this that cracked me up that I still just really love. Is Selena Kyle saying to Batman, she was what's the word I'm looking for? Spunky in this one.
Yeah.
What was that line? I just forgot it now.
Wasn't it about him being like a rodent? Like cats eat, or was it cats eat mice or something in your rodent?
It's like on the first page, and it's like the tip of my tongue, and I know it's there, and I yeah. Give me a second.
McFarlane, of course.
I can't believe I'm forgetting it because it's like one of my favorites.
Those
After
Spider-Man
all, I just slightly remembered it. It was After All.
This Daredevil #1 is another it's a big personal sentimental one as well.
I found it. So it is because, let's face it, our relationship is always going to be prickly. After all, I'm a cat and you're a rodent.
Yeah.
She was spunky in this one, and just like when I read that, I was like, oh, it's
this one
Kyle.
I actually found in the wild recently, and I had been hunting for it for a while.
Book. So huge thank you again to Kavi and Jeffrey for sending this out to me. I loved it. I didn't even know it existed.
It's double signed by Dick Giordano and Brian Stelfreeze.
Yes.
And that's an awesome Stelfreeze cover on that too.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so I'd been hunting for this cover for a long time, and then
when I was recent find
in the wild, that
was a really recent find.
And when I was researching for writing on the back, like I said I do, it also said, I mean, of course I can't remember where I read it or the source or whatever, but of course they could have been wrong. But it says it was the first team up of Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Yes.
So, which Spider-Man and Deadpool, two of my favorite characters. They're I love the Spider-Man Deadpool series and stuff. And
exactly.
I wish it was still going.
It's like that semicolon movement. This is not the end. It keeps going. Your story's still.
I did a bunch of those when I was tattooing.
Mm-hmm. You did shop. Mine on my ankle.
Yeah.
My semicolon.
Yeah.
This is not the end. It's only the beginning. It continues on. You see, and then this I just got in the Barbarian box. Received. It's the signed Brayfogel. I can't talk today, but I love this book. It's definitely sentimental. I just
right off the bat.
You nailed it, Barbarian. You totally did. Like it's beautiful. I put it in Mylar and double board, and it's. I love it so much.
It's a gorgeous copy too. It's clean. This one, I had this one just specifically. I mean, we all know I love my black suit Spideys.
Ooh, see, Delphia has good taste in books.
This is like really one of my favorite covers. Yeah, I think it was about that spider or the Catwoman one.
Yeah. What's funny about this one is we were on a budget and we're working and we're like, okay, we can't get, so we're just basically working on the budget. And he's like, I really want to get this one, but I don't know if we can afford it. I'm like, well, since it was at the time of us selling some of our stuff too, I was like, if you do it, I'll make you a deal. You can get that one, but you're gonna have to let another one go, or something along those lines, where there was like a little bit of leverage. Where it was like,
and I sold that Spectacular like 300 or something, that Delato variant.
Yeah.
And I think I sold it to Murph.
It is.
Murfinator, I'm pretty sure.
It is a really good variant, and I don't like being the one in charge of finances all the time, but every once in a while I'm like, okay, you got to make a choice. If you get this, you can't have that, but you just geeking responsibly. It's a work in progress.
Are very sentimental, and I need to put them in some I need to get some like Golden Age Mylar and double bordered, and probably even.
I wonder if the ones at Black Cats would be perfect for those.
Maybe,
because we do have one spare one that we can try later.
You can like hold up that one or something. Yeah. But and these are our first two goldies too. But yes. Lone Ranger, I grew up watching this with my grandpa and stuff, and I mean,
John, thanks for joining us.
I mean, he wasn't a collector or anything like that, you know. But I remember he had a few of these like lying around too, and this one also because he also worked for Union Pacific. That's why I have like the Union Pacific tattoo on my wrist. But so it has like the trains and stuff too. So I've always loved trains and stuff as well.
Yeah, because the good movies are the classic westerns.
Yeah, it was the old TV show.
Yeah. Those were always good. Yes, we've got Lone Ranger. Thanks for joining
John.
us. Yes, yeah, I tried to. Yeah.
Got there first.
You beat me to it. What's the name? John Wayne.
Oh yeah. My grandpa was a huge John Wayne.
My grandpa was a huge John Wayne fan, and Paul Newman. Yeah, Paul Newman fan. Beautiful. Those are some good
Yo,
stuff.
Comics on the Mind.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Comics on the Mind.
Yeah, and I almost got my portrait of him tattooed too when I was going to do the trade work with the manager at the shop I worked at. Yeah. I was going to tattoo his hand, and then he was going to do the portrait, but we never got it done.
Yeah. So then the next couple ones I have, of course, is still Catwoman, and their variants. Two of them are. But I really loved this version of Sylvester and Tweety Bird with Selena Kyle on the cover. That I am in love with this cover. It is so beautiful and just right up my alley of like what I really love. So I have that one.
Manuela Lupacino did that cover.
Yeah. And then this is the one we found on our hunt a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and it has Tweety Bird. And as if you've seen my post on Instagram, I'm a big kid now, Tweety Bird. I am not joking. This is my journal I had when I was like, I don't even know, maybe 7. And it's Tweety Bird, and I loved it. And it's just so when I saw those two covers with Tweety Bird,
Catwoman and Tweety Bird.
Yeah, I lost it. I was like, oh my God, I need it. And yeah, see, a true Tweety Bird fan since ever ago, ages. And then the last other one is the Art Germ signed Catwoman, where it's her first. It's an homage. Well, it's not an homage, but it's a nod to her.
Yeah, because it's part of that cover too. Yeah. That old Batman cover.
Yeah, it's like a remake. Well, not remake, but
reimagining almost.
Reimagining pretty much. Because even the outfit is a little different. It's not a homage, but you guys get what I mean. Like,
yeah, that's the signed.
Yeah,
that one's signed by Art Germ.
This one's the signed one because we do have 2 copies of this one too.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it because.
Yeah, that's a signed one from his website though. We didn't like meet him or anything.
What's that word where it's like a nod to like a. Not homage.
Not like reference or.
Reference, yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, you guys get it.
Right.
You know me well enough to know I don't always remember words.
Also, when I was a kid, I loved Swamp Thing.
Yes.
You know, the movies and.
Swamp Thing was good.
And getting into collecting and everything, huge Bernie Wrightson fan too, and I'm pretty sure this was like his first volume, like his first ongoing. And that one's number 9.
So cute.
Yeah, those
John's Kids Free. That could be dangerous. John Kids Free.
Getting some like figures and stuff.
Clint Eastwood is the best cowboy ever. Agreed.
Eastwood too, yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Patrick Wall, as well.
This one, okay, so being a big McFarlane and Spawn fan and everything too, the old Spawn toys are easily what got me into like collecting figures and stuff like this. And this is like the first series. This is even before it was named McFarlane Toys. Like this is a Todd Toys.
Which like, you guys, if you were watching Stay Puft Show earlier, Comic Talk with the community, we were able to pop in for a minute, and I agreed. Like, if I was to get something signed by McFarlane, I would have wanted it to be like the Todd McFarlane, not just
when he started doing McFarlane. The T. Yeah, I would be bummed about that.
Yeah, and it was very unfortunate that some people were getting their books back at a lower grade. Like I was telling him when we were watching it, because we were in transition from one place to the next place that we had to go while we had it up and popped in for a little bit, that it's like, yeah. So, but if you haven't seen that show, catch it on the replay, because it's worth the watch.
Yeah, check out. I know I love Stay Puft's Saturday chatting with the comic community show.
Yes, it's so great.
This one was
shots fired.
What?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got a ton of these, so yeah, it's like
he actually had me go back to the comic book store because he got this for like $1.
Yeah,
he got them for $1.
Yeah, our LCS bought like a collection that someone brought in.
Kirk and I have had a private relationship, Sharon. Don't be jealous. Oh, okay.
And a lot of my like favorite ones, they're still on the wall out in the living room on the Spawn Shrine.
Yes, they are.
Because I didn't want to take them down. So these are just some of the ones that we had laying around.
I know. For real, Puff, I agree. One of these days we have to get it to where we come on your show, because it's overdue.
Yeah, because I was on it when you were at work, right?
Yeah, the one time.
So you haven't been on it yet, then, right?
No, I haven't.
Wow. Yeah.
I'll have to. I would love to be on the show with you guys. It'd be awesome. And yeah, so it definitely has to happen. And then these ones were some of the ones that I was gonna put on my 2020 list, and then ended up getting them like right away, because they were inexpensive and a lot easier to find than I thought they'd be. But of course, repping Oliver Queen, Green Arrow, of his first mini as well. So I still count these ones as one, seeing it has like the details on the back. And
it was a 4-issue mini.
Yeah, so it was a 4-issue mini, so of course I'm counting all 4 of these as one.
It was like 4 or 5 years before his ongoing too.
They're still in really good condition, and I just I'm a sucker for Oliver Queen, man.
Oh, it's all good, McD. Thank you so much for hanging out, brother.
Yes, thank you for joining us. I hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow, and just know, Excelsior, it gets better from here.
Keep your head up. We love you. Have a good night.
Indeed, it is not the end. And so then 3, I've been like really super awkward today. I don't know why. But yeah, there's 3.
I think your mind's moving faster than.
I think so. I think it's only because.
Well, have we even ate yet today or anything, or like?
No, but I did take my meds.
And you stayed up late last night too.
That's what it is. Yeah, because I didn't go to sleep until like 4.
Jeez.
And no, wait, 3. Yeah, because I had to like go through and I just forgot what it was I did. Okay, so anyways, I'm just awkward for a lack of sleep. Keep it simple.
On top of the usual.
Short and simple. Yes, and then there's number 4. So yeah, I count these as one, and they were easier to find than I thought they were going to be.
Yo,
we love you too, McD. Mr. Garrow.
Garrow.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us as well.
All right. Of course, we got to get into my Sentimental Punisher stuff for sure. So his first ongoing. When we got back into collecting, this was this was the second one. I was gonna say this was the first like book that we got, for overcover.
Like Price is Marked.
Or like first key we got, but that wasn't. That was this one over here. I'll get to later. And this one,
I love that one. Yeah. That one is so cool because we have the What If, the
Spider-Man one.
Yeah.
The What If, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have had this when we met Zach.
Because we didn't get that one until afterwards.
But you know what's funny? I don't know what this one is. I might have to be very careful and check it. But remember I was telling you there was like a Zach signature inside with like a ballpoint pen.
I don't know.
I don't know if it was
I
on
wouldn't
this
risk
one.
it with the tape. I'd be careful.
Oh, the tape's off.
So with Zach is awesome. He's a really nice guy, and like because we got his didn't we?
I got some more. Yeah, I got some stuff in there.
Well, the ones that we did get signed, didn't they have come with a cert?
Yeah, you could show that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll show yours real quick. Yeah, see, so then we also have this one that's signed, and we got it with the cert at our con. But he was a really, really cool guy. He's really nice. I love this cover.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
so
it
incredible.
Was this one.
And I love that the girl that loves Seven, the girl that has Seven loves Punisher. Like that backstory, it's great. It's so awesome to see that there is one that she really loves a lot and just can't get enough of. So it's so awesome, by the way.
Yeah, Punisher, needless to say, has always been one of my favorites.
Indeed. And so is it in there?
Not that one. I think it might be because we have all 4 of this limited. I think it might be on one of the subsequent ones.
Oh, okay. Well, and see, so this is the one that I'm actually going to send out in addition to the AOK that we send Stay Puft here soon, probably Tuesday. I can't wait to have this signed and see what it's going to look like, but it's going to be the Green Arrow #1 first Grell. And yeah. Speaking of signatures, his signatures are just, I love his signatures. If you notice, they're just like always that like the M and the G in. What did I miss?
Oh, just my mind in the gutter. Comics on the mind. She loves the 7.
It has an accident. Giggity.
More Zek. This is another one. I wish I would have had this when we met him too, because, well, I have a print of it up there that he signed. So.
But you got the print before you got that.
Before we found the book, yeah. And this we found in the wild too. This was another successful wild hunt.
Please come to Eye Source for all your eye care needs. I read that right. I'm so blind. I am blind as a bat. I can't see without my glasses. And then this next one, of course, repping another favorite, Green Arrow, #1 quiver. If I ever meet Kevin Smith or ever get the chance to meet Kevin Smith, I will get this one signed by him.
I that Daredevil #1, I'm definitely going to take.
Which, on this run in single issues, I do have 1 through 15. So I got to mention, I didn't want to grab all 14 books because time, but 2 through 15 are the ones that my brother-in-law gifted to me earlier in the year last year, and it was because we had gone over there and we start getting into his comics and he's getting back into collecting, and he was not expecting my reaction because at the time I had just barely made the decision I was going to start hunting the Quiver run, and so when I saw all of them I was just like, oh my god, it was just like,
like 1 through.
I made him drive home so that I could keep them in my hands. And then even once we got home, they still stayed in my hands, and I was just like, how is this possible? Like,
I know, you were just like sitting like this like...
for a good couple hours of like, oh, okay. And so I do want to thank my brother-in-law Josh again, Rizzo Rat Dude on Instagram. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, because that's the one thing this is the one issue he had as well. So it's like if he ever gets the chance to get his signed as well, we're both on the hunt to get our #1 signed by
Daredevil
Kevin
#1.
Smith.
Yeah. Look, I forgot that I put this there.
That reminds me, I have one that I need to do that with.
So with Superman being one of my favorites as well, and Doomsday being one of my favorite suit villains, this was the one that was when we got back into collecting, was the first book that we paid like more than cover for, like the first key that we got.
Yeah.
When we got back into collecting. Yeah, and this one, our LCS on keys, they don't put it on the book itself, obviously, but like on the bag, they'll normally have like a sticker thing. So I just put it on the board on the back.
They have like a label maker that they put on the bag.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad. See.
Yeah, and that's the first printing one.
I am so excited But I can't wait to see. I'm so excited to have it signed because his signatures are just so beautiful. They're like strategic by far. The Secret Wars 10 signed by Zet Classic.
Oh yeah, I meant to address that. Yeah, my Doom brother John. It's that one. So it's the one with Doom on it.
Oh, okay, so it is that same one.
Yeah, it's easily my favorite cover from the run as well. And it that was, when you have those moments hunting,
really good cover,
and it's just like like I've had a couple of those this year. One was that, and the other one was I meant to grab that one too for Sentimental, the Thor #1, first Jane Foster's Thor. Yeah, I had meant to grab this one too.
Yeah,
this one's a big one. But that Secret Wars 10. So I was looking through the Secret Wars, and it was like 1, 2, 3. Of course, didn't have 8.
What was ironic?
I'm going through it. I'm like, come on 10, come on 10, come on 10, and then 9, 10.
Yeah. It was like no more than 2 weeks or 2 months, 2 weeks to 2 months after we got that.
Oh, it was right after, yeah.
Yeah, it was like almost immediately afterwards. But it was a beautiful moment to catch because I'd already hunted for some of my books, so I was just kind of lingering and seeing what he's doing. But just seeing the reaction on his face when he did see it, he's like, "Oh, yeah!"
On the Secret Wars one, yeah,
it was great. It's just goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stoked we at least have the print signed by him. But if he comes back next year or something,
definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the 10.
Which I've definitely been understanding a lot more now that I'm hunting a lot more than I used to. Like when I go through and I see it, it's just like so incredible.
Yeah, because when we got back into collecting, I mean, I've always been like 50-50 collector reader. But when we first got back into it, you were like 80-20 more for reading, like you were mostly just like reading.
Yeah.
But now the collecting part side of
it bit me. The collector bug bit me by sure. I'm gonna be able to read comics online again, so I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram for he started reading Magic Order finally. He just needs to finish it, and then I did my master trick of distracting him, and I'm like, of course, by the time he actually sits down to read it, I'm the one distracting him from reading it when I've been trying to get him to read it for so long. But that is good, yeah, because
got that?
Yeah. Block of sleep. No, the Green the Daredevil run that you did read. See, Daredevil's good. Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
And John actually showed not this exact cover, I don't think, but he showed a cover. I think it was either the issue right before this or right after this. So it's right there from that same Gene Colan run. But this was my favorite from it.
It's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, Daredevil and Doom. 1968, yeah, Gene Colan. And this one, it has always been very high on my like kind of cover hunt list and stuff. And when did we find? I'm trying to remember where I got this. If this one, I don't think this might have been online. I don't think this was in the raw or wild.
I think it was in the wild.
Yeah, I love this cover.
I'm pretty sure it might have been in the wild. Because I think it was a prices. No, I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
I think it might have been eBay, but it's definitely not the best page quality. But the cover is really clean.
It's
like all that. There's a lot of black ink on this cover, and I don't see any like color.
It's in good condition. It's in very good condition. And so, of course, if Barbarian's still in as well, this is definitely a sentimental book that I got in the Barbarian box. He tailored the mystery box, and this is just so awesome. And I love how he looks like a sticker, but he's not. And he's just like...
I know, my mind's still blown on that. I did not know Jack Kirby.
By Jack Kirby, collected for the first time 11 classic Emerald Archer tales from the 1950s, featuring art by the immortal Jack Kirby.
Because it looked like it was like very late gold or very early silver type stuff.
It's so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I love my children.
This one, okay, so with Lucio Perillo being one of my favorite cover artists. I know, right? Like Daredevil and Doom, like claim.
If only it worked that way. Everything can't be 5 cents.
This was the first cover when I really like noticed Lucio
Perillo.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it right
I
before
love this
you
cover.
did, and I didn't mispronounce it.
What?
Since when does that happen?
I don't know. Well, I mean, maybe Lucio Perillo. I think he's Italian. If I remember right.
Yeah, indeed. Looks like Journey Simon as well.
Incredible painter, nonetheless. Because his covers they're like painted.
Yeah.
I mean, he may do like digital painting, but
our LCS
for the most part he physically paints them.
Our LCS sold out of Doom number 5.
Yeah.
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 So we'll be on the hunt for that one later.
Pop said Perillo will be at MegaCon.
Ooh.
Damn.
You're just like super excited and like, wait, what? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to meet him.
Yeah.
For sure.
And this next one is one that he found, and we had actually got it for $25.
Oh yeah.
It is because I am a huge Ant-Man fan as well. I really like Hank Pym and Scott Lang, and Scott Lang's first appearance as Ant-Man
is probably high on your list.
Yeah. It is going to be high. It is on my 2020 list. It's one of them. And then there's 2 more fun comics that are on my 2020 list that I'll get to in a second. But this one would be the first Scott Lang Ant-Man. So it was his first appearance.
It's his first appearance, but not first as Ant-Man.
Yeah, so it's Scott Lang's first appearance, but not as Ant-Man yet. So he was the one that really found this one, and when we saw it for only $25 at the time, it was like we had to get it. Like,
and it's clean. It's a nice copy.
To my surprise, when he showed it to me and then we were going over, okay, this is how much we have, he ended up putting back some of his books just that we'd be able to get this one, and I was just taken back from it because I'm like, are you sure you've been hunting those other books? It's like, it's fine, it's okay. He's like, it just was going back and forth, and some of those other ones were still in the hunt.
Yeah, because I was like, no, I'm getting, I could put, because I was like, I could put this back, a couple of these back, and we can get you that, because I'm that's finding for Scott Lang. Like,
Scott Lang.
Yeah, Werewolf by Lunchtime says Love Perillo got some beautiful Vampirella. Yeah, he's been doing killer Vampirella covers.
Yes,
Vampirella, Red Sonja. He did a recent Deja Thoris one that was incredible.
Was it John Royal that did any Vampirellas, or?
I think he has some coming. Yeah.
Okay, I think he does have 1 or 2.
Yeah.
John Royal is one of my favorites.
I don't know if it's Vampirella or Vengeance of Vampirella. I don't know. I can't remember what series.
I think it might be Vengeance.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards.
I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it.
Needless to say, the Batman Hush. You're getting into some Jim Lee, another one of my favorite artists.
That Mylar goodness that makes it even more the glare.
You're right.
It looks incredible in person, but then that glare is just like.
This one's really high on the Sentimental list as well too. X-Men #1, the Jim Lee.
I'm down to 3.
And this one was another one of the books that we got signed at that when we met him. Yeah, we
at the because that was at the LCS.
Yeah, that's
where it was like after work, and I was making. I was making us something to eat, and I was on my phone out in the
night
kitchen.
before.
The night before, yeah, like literally the night before, and it just, I was like, and luckily I was working with you at the time, so we were able to get off work early enough to get in line, and it was the coolest surprise.
It was just crazy timing
that I had seen, because
I had been like telling Pup and stuff, like I'm never gonna, like Jim Lee would never come to our cons, or which technically he still hasn't.
Hardly ever on Facebook anymore, but the one time that I was addicted to Facebook, I'm glad that it came across.
Yeah, because what it was
our LCS saying that Jim Lee was going to be there, and we made it for the signing.
Because what a lot of people were saying
goes back to the first book that I showed.
Yeah. Because remember what people were saying there was, I guess he has
Magic Lasso, thanks for joining us. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good. I guess he has family or something in the area, so he was in town. It was like a spur of the moment kind of thing, and yeah.
What I have here is not sentimental to me, but it is what we're sending out to Puff. So I just wanted to show that Puff, you're getting this, and I can't wait for you to see it all. And I
can't either.
I'm super stoked. I wanted to see mystery of what's in here, and I can't wait for you to see it.
All right, yeah, I think I got two more.
I had that sit out.
I think that'd be about all of it. Excuse me. So, as we all know, I love the Black Suit Spideys. Marvel Team Up 141. Yeah, just had to make sure of the number there.
The Black Suit Spideys.
Yeah, I picked up this one from Burke Family.
Sentimental
awesome deal too. A good quality one. This one, here's the one that Werewolf on Lunchtime.
Sentimental. Love it.
And this we got at our con. It's not the best, like quality wise, but
that's one
at the
that
same
we
time,
would
one
that we would upgrade.
Yeah.
Over time, we would upgrade that one.
But we also need the first appearance because this is a second appearance.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Moon Knight. Put the mental in sentimental like that.
Werewolf by Night 33.
So my sister, when I was diagnosed schizophrenic, I wore with pride, well, not necessarily pride, but just kind of owned it. She ended up getting me a shirt from the Army thrift store that's Psych Ward. So every once in a while, I'll still wear my Psych Ward shirt, and it's great. It's goodness.
Yeah.
And this next one was an A-OK as well, and I still can't believe it. And it's going to be a future slab. Which reminds me, I did forget a few books. Well, no, not really. They're my Sandman books in that box. But
yeah, I mean, I forgot a bunch too, just because they're like on the wall and stuff.
This is my forever going to be first Silver Age appearance. Just
this one goes without saying.
Okay, like I can't wait to get this slabbed and it's gonna happen. But it is the one we got from Kavi. Lois Lane, so of course this has to be on my sentimental list. I still can't believe it. Like it blows me away that he sent me this book, and it was
so awesome how he did it too, like how he announced it. And
yeah,
it was crazy.
Still takes my breath away to just I can't wait to get it. My plan this year is to get it slabbed, sent in and slabbed to. Just it is a beautiful copy. So thank you again, Kavi, for sending this to me. It's just I am eternally grateful forever on this. Like I just
you'll probably have it cleaned and pressed too, don't you think?
Yeah. I was gonna get it cleaned and pressed and slabbed and it's beautiful.
I think it could probably hit the 7s or something, like mid 7s, even like they were saying.
Sentimental Saturday, Silver Saturday. Oh yeah, there's a show tomorrow, Silver Age Sunday. We have to watch it. No, Silver Age Sunday. I do remember it. Yeah. See? So I do thank you so much, Kavi, for sending that. I'm definitely gonna get slabbed.
One of the other ones that I would want to grab is he A-OK'd as well as. I mean, we've had it A-OK twice actually. That Mark Brooks cover of I think it's a Batman 50. I think it's at the wedding issue. Yeah. But we have it framed in that frame and stuff, and I didn't want to take it off the wall again.
That's what my thought process was too. Is when I thought about it, I was like, oh, some of them are on the wall. Like, I don't want to get them off the wall. But yeah. So I'm down to my last two that are slabs. This is one that I would want to upgrade as well. It's one that he got me for my birthday, and it's a 9.4, and I would love to get it in a 9.8 and then just still have the 2 copies of it. But it's Monstrous #1. I love this series so much. It's one of the ones that I got into when we first got back into collecting and going to the LCS. It was like the first one that just intrigued me the most.
Our first trip, you grabbed the
trade, yeah. And that's another thing is I have 13 up to its most current one that just came out, but 2 through 12 are the ones that are going to be on the hunt for of Monstrous, because those are the ones I haven't been able to find at Volts or Black Cats. But
because you have it all in trade.
Yeah. But this is one that I would love to have both, double dipped, where I have the single issues and the trade, because it's just that good of a story, and it's
art
beautiful
too.
Yeah, Santa Takeda's art is so gorgeous.
It's such a gorgeous book.
Yeah, so this one's a 9.4 that at some point I will get upgraded to a 9.8 down the road.
Which she's actually doing some cover up for Marvel right now. She's doing the
yes, she is
that Spider-Man. It's from the Gamerverse. The like Black Cat Attack, Spider-Man, World at War, or something maybe. I don't know. We got it. We have the number 1. I don't know where. I can't remember what I did with it or how I'd grab it, but Santa Takeda's doing the cover on it, and that
it's probably
War of the Realms up there. That's a Santa Takeda one too.
It's probably a good thing you can't remember where it's at, because last time when we did the unboxing, you just kept going and grabbing everything. I'm like, what are you doing?
I haven't heard the end of it for the last 2 days. That I was so squirrel brained. Every time someone said something in chat, I was like going and getting it.
I'm a broken record. I'm stuck on repeat. It's how it's like you spin me right round. It just stuck on repeat.
Is that the?
Yes, this is my last one, which is Catwoman.
Your first slab.
Yeah, my very first slab, my very first child. It was firstborn. I had a rough day at work. This was back when I was working at Amazon. I had a rough day at work, and then next thing I know, the power went out for the entire building, and we all got sent home early. So that part was nice. I was like, okay, good. My day ended early. I had no idea he had ordered this. So just having it getting into a package, and then having him be so excited for me to open it, not knowing what's in it, I was like, what are you up to? Like, what did you do? What did you do?
There's probably a video on the channel. I would think probably.
There is a video on the channel, and it is the 9.6 Catwoman. We're first ongoing from Jim Balin. Slab, and this is one that I would probably also try to get in a 9.8, just because it's Matt. You've got me craving for the 9.8s.
Yeah,
it's contagious. It's contagious. So it's the 9.6 of Selena Kyle, Jim Balin, and
so if we were to meet Balin or whatever, would you crack that to have him sign it, or would you just have him sign the slab? Because I've seen people do it where they.
That's an excellent question. I would probably want to have it to where he just signs the slab, because I wouldn't want it to. I don't know. That's a good question.
Has anyone ever heard of a case of someone like a 9.6 cracking it, getting it signed, and then reslabbing it again into 9.8? I mean, I've heard of grades depreciating.
I don't think it's possible. That's probably as rare as this unicorn.
Yeah, we didn't put that with the
Deadpool Shrine. Not Aaron Rodgers. Jesus, that's Green Bay. Captain freaking Roger. I can't talk. This is what happens when I have a lack of sleep. I need sleep.
You need to go to bed.
No, I need to read.
I need to read, yeah.
I need to read. But before you sidetrack me, the other notes that I had done is so last show I was saying how there was some Green Arrow books that I was wanting. I was able to look over it, and so to be correct, his first. So Leading Comics #1 is the third appearance and first cover appearance of Green Arrow, Speedy, as well as the first team-up appearance of the Seven Soldiers of Victory, Green Arrow, Crimson Avengers, Shining Knight, Speedy, Star-Spangled Kid, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that one is one that low grade is maybe attainable, but the other two that are actually going to be on, that I'm really going to put on my 2020 list, is More Fun Comics 89, where it's the origin of Green Arrow and Speedy. Mm-hmm. And then there's also More Fun Comics 77, that is the second cover appearance of Green Arrow and the debut of Green Arrow's Trick Arrows. So 77 and 89 are going to be on my 2020 list that I have together in here, but not on this lovely device yet.
Those More Fun comics, they're kind of tough to find too. I mean, even eBay, there was like one, I think it was More Fun like 79.
Yeah.
And it was like the only one I could see.
I know the one that will never be attainable is the first appearance of Green Arrow and Aquaman in More Fun Comics. That's way out of my league.
Yeah, they share first appearances. I don't think
I'll ever be able to adopt that one.
It's a steep price tag on it.
It is.
Even low grade, like even really low grade, it's still pretty crazy.
I don't like signatures on covers. I asked Stan to send me to Dry Comics in the Marvel way. That's a good point, yeah, because sometimes the placement of the signature doesn't always
yeah, I mean, with how particular you are on some stuff, I can see.
Ow, Charlie horse in my foot. I'm okay. It's
You're
okay.
Right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I hate that when I.
I'm glad that was a short-lived one. Usually they last longer than that, but that just.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped it before I had a chance.
But yeah, like signature placement stuff's a big thing.
I kind of agree with you there. Nothing falls on my budget.
For real.
It's like when I was telling him going over our bills and our budget. It's like, this is money we don't have. It goes to this. It has to go to that. It's money. Just pretend we don't have it.
And it was funny because like the amount you were like, this, we don't have, the amount. I'm like, that's the price that the More Fun 79 was on eBay. I'm like, that's it right there.
Yeah, and yeah, you did pull it. Yeah, I'm lack of sleep.
Yeah,
it's catching up with me.
Especially with how much.
That's what I was gonna say. I remembered was that I had counted it beforehand, and I was like, it kind of sucks how here we have this X amount of money, but it's money we don't have, and then that's what led to, because that's when we were going over the Green Arrow ones that you found.
Exactly. Yo, Andy, what's going on, buddy?
Thanks for joining us, Andy. I can't wait for Stay Puft to get this. By the way, I'm still super excited.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that Werewolf by Lunchtime's in New Zealand as well.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that either.
I'm pretty sure Oz. That's New Zealand, right? I'm pretty sure.
You would know more than me. I'm not that smart.
I'm not either.
Yeah, I'm really good at confusing people too. It's my superpower. I've realized I'm really good at distracting people, and I'm really good at confusing them.
Oh yeah, all that artwork in there. I need to go through that and see if there's any that I kind of want to touch up or edit or put up on our store too.
Yeah,
some designs up.
There's a box down there about this big, and like, if you can tell dimensions by my hands, it's like this.
Well, there's like 6 or 7 folders in there, all this thick of pages. And it's all prints and drawings and I mean, because that's when I was doing a lot of design work for a few clothing companies, and so I was just sitting there drawing all day every day. And
yeah, and the first
summer, I did put out a lot. Like I was
the first summer we were together. I'd come over just to hang out before I even moved in or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You would just be sitting there drawing on the front porch, smoking your cigarettes, and you'd be sitting there just hanging out. And you're like, "Sorry, I'm so boring. I'm just drawing." And I'm like, "No, I love this. I love watching you create this art. Like, it's so beautiful to see, like, how you just go floop, little line there, floop, little line there." And I'm like, "How did you just do that?" It's still a mystery. I don't get it.
Yeah, I finally have been reading a bunch too.
Yes, definitely.
There's going to be. I mean, I'm not going to write.
Thank you for that too. Steve Up said that he'll go live when he gets okay and let us know beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Because we definitely meant to get you in on when you sent your okay, but yeah.
Because we ended up doing it like later at night, huh?
Yeah, we did it last minute late at night. But yeah, definitely truly appreciate it because it would just be awesome.
Oh, Australia, duh. I mean, yeah, Australia. Australia. I don't know why I was thinking. I thought that was like a nickname for New Zealand, but yeah.
It's kind of like how I thought Neil Gaiman wrote the TMNT for theme song when really it was Chuck Lorre.
Yeah.
I get these favorites in my head that I love, and then I get them mixed up all the time.
Yeah.
And there's several times where we'll be sitting on the couch talking, and I'll think that I said something, and he'll stop me and be like, "Do you mean this?" I'm like, "Is that not what I said? I thought I said, oh, in my mind I said that, but like,
it doesn't connect.
These don't always connect."
Right? Yeah, comics on the mind. Their origin story. Right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I mean, like a few of the reviews and stuff that I'm gonna write some articles and stuff for the website, but I mean, I'm not gonna do it on every single book and stuff that I read. But I did just recently finish the Old Man Quill series finally. I know I'm gonna write.
I need to get to reading.
I know I'm gonna write up a review on Absolute Carnage and Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool. I finally started reading Thor, the new Donny Cates Thor. I've only read issues 1 and 2. It's next week, isn't it? That 3 comes out. I think is when we were looking ahead to next week. Yeah, I think issue 3 comes out next week.
I'm trying to remember what I read last, because I know I read something recent.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
I can't think. I know I read Monsters was good.
One thing,
there was one like right before it that I read that I can't think
that
of.
we were really waiting for. I was reading that article to you before we went live. The Batman Catwoman series was postponed.
Postponed, yes.
Yeah, because we knew it was supposed to come out in January, and
Matt was saying he loves the Old Man Quill.
It was good. Yeah, I loved it. And Thor 1 and 2, I'm loving so far too. Yeah.
Of the 1 through 7.
Of what?
Old Man Quill?
12. It was 12, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 1 through 12.
As I was finishing the issues, I was sliding them under your stack of to read. Yeah. Speaking of which, the trade to that was at the LCS.
Mm-hmm.
I think it came out.
Oh, and Green Arrow is going to be coming back in event Leviathan thing.
Leviathan?
Leviathan?
Leviathan? There you go.
Leviathan.
It's not adorable at all.
I can't pronounce words. I know English good.
We still need to, because I think we only have the first 3 of the first Leviathan from last year, I think.
Yes.
So yeah, we need to get 4 through 6 and read that before the next one. But yeah, so that Batman Catwoman series, I knew it was going to be January, but I guess I finally found an article. I guess it was postponed, and we have solicitations up at least until April, and that wasn't in there. So we still, I guess we don't know. Tom King in the interview was saying it's going to be a while, I guess, is kind of what he was saying. You're not even listening. You don't even know.
It is going to be a while.
You just had the blankest look on your face. Like,
it's postponed. I am not good at multitasking. I was reading Andy's comment. Brendan picked up his pull last day, and also a decent amount of Marvel comic series from the 70s. Cool issues.
Oh, the Conan ones, yeah.
See, so it wasn't that I wasn't listening. I was reading. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. It's still in my head. Oh,
speaking of movies and stuff, we just watched the trailer to
Morbius looks so good.
Yeah, we finally watched the Morbius trailer.
I am okay with Jared Leto being Morbius than I am him being Joker. He's a much better Morbius than he is a Joker.
Honestly, when it was first announced that he was cast as Morbius, I thought that was a good one. I mean, even looking the part 2 and
by far.
Yeah.
See, he throws.
Yeah, throws. It's funny how he throws it too. Like the guy like he like palms it. He like pushes it.
Oh god,
it's not even like a toss, like because before he's like holding it with his finger through like the handle part, and he just palms it in his face, like.
Oh, and I love that brief 3-second thing before he says, "I'm sorry, I wasn't listening."
The
he
look
just
on his face,
blank
like,
look.
Yeah.
I get that look way too often.
I almost wanted to take a screenshot of it and use it for something.
Oh, it's such a good movie. Good stuff.
But no, anyways, movie trailers. There was a Saw reboot, Chris Rock. If you guys have seen this, it's called Spiral. The book of Saw or something, I think is like the full title. But yeah, Chris Rock. I don't know if it's Jordan Peele and stuff. You know how he was doing some of the horror stuff.
That's
if it kind of ignited Chris Rock to do something like this.
It didn't.
Samuel L. Jackson was in it.
It kind of looked good because, like in the original Saws, were the victims often police officers?
Some were cops, but not. They weren't specifically. Yeah, always cops.
Because in that trailer, he's kind of saying how if I recall right, he's mentioned
targeting cops.
How he was targeting cops, and it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested. There was a. Oh heck! Now I just brain farted.
Newcastle. Can we move to Newcastle?
Where live near Newcastle?
When you was 7 for 2 years.
I'm trying to think Newcastle. They're probably talking about the one in England, right? Yeah.
I want to go.
It would be awesome to like move out there.
I'm ready to retire.
Yeah.
I don't have the 401k and everything saved up yet. Well, I kind of do, but it's not ready. I want to retire.
Yeah, see, comics on the mind. I literally watched that clip after you brought it up last night. Yeah. What we just watched it again, like right before we went live, actually. Yeah.
And it was like right after we got back from the store, we're running errands. So it's great. Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah,
I love them comedies.
I love the Saw series, the original one too. Even though I didn't see the last couple.
I had only seen like the first one or two because I'm not that big of a horror fan, but sometimes I am. Yeah. It just depends on how horror gory it is. If it's like just for the gore, if it's just for like the scare.
Right.
It depends because Texas Chainsaw
like Saw number 1, like the first Saw, the ending, that twist, crazy
like,
ending, like
Ghost Ship and like 13 Ghosts. I really like those movies, but they scare me from time to time. Like when you were playing The Evil Within, it was late at night and the lights were off, and I'm like,
I
was like, I can't watch you play this. And then you kept trying to look around to see if there's any hidden things, and there's this guy coming after you, and I'm like, this is not the time to look around. It's the time to run. And then I couldn't do it. And then when he was playing Rise,
what was that other one?
Not Rise Against,
because
Resident Evil. Resident Evil.
Yeah.
It was really funny when he was playing Resident Evil and we were in a completely different situation. He would be sitting there playing, and I just like would throw something like a stuffed animal at him to kind of throw him off.
Because I was playing it on stream too. Yeah. Like it was when we were when I was Twitch streaming.
And so he had his headphones on and he's playing this scary game, and I'm just throwing some random stuffed animals at him to freak him out.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be posting some highlights and lowlights from from our days when we used to Twitch stream and stuff. I'm gonna post them on Instagram.
I know that's not where you were going with it, but that's where my mind went. I can't help it.
I also saw some news. It looks like the Birds of Prey box office performing well below expectations. I'm not really too surprised by that.
Neither am I.
Judge purely on the fact I don't really see people in the community talking about it. We weren't really planning on going to see it.
I think I've only seen about 2 people in the community go to see it, and I didn't really see the reviews. Well, one of them wasn't in a community. Behind it. One of them was a cosplayer that I follow, had gone to see it, and then there was another person, but I didn't hear what the reviews were. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really surprised that it's.
And it sucks because I was looking forward to it until I saw like the first trailer, and because like I love the Birds of Prey.
I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I would wait until it's out on like Netflix or cable, or not cable.
It'll be on like
Netflix
the streaming on DC.
Because cable's becoming a thing in the past. Like cable's being faded out like home phones. Like,
it is.
They don't even need them for dial-up internet no more.
Hell, even brick and mortar physical stores are fading out, and like it sucks. The FYE Superstore, one of our favorite places to go to, is closed now. And
there's a reboot for Saw.
Yeah, what?
Check out Chris Rock. Getting back in chat.
Oh, yeah.
See, I confuse people very well.
Exactly, yeah. Comics on the Mind said Saw wasn't just gory; it was psychological. Those
see, it depends. Like,
those movies mess with my mind.
The psychological ones sometimes like really freak me out. But then like some of the ones that are just gore, I don't like. I could handle more just gore, but the second it depends because it just.
I'm a huge horror movie fan, but I'm a story fan too. Like it's not just gory for gory's sake, you know. Like I liked horror movies where the stories were good, or you know, not just for gory's sake. But
I was gonna pull you and get up and walk away, and then come back with something to show, but I'm kind of limited in this corner. But it's a Freddy.
That old because that actually fits with today's episode too, because it's sentimental.
Yeah. Okay. You guys should see this. He's had this thing since he was like, God, I don't even remember, like young, like at least maybe 10 or so. He's had it for like ever. I wonder if you forgot where it was at. There's a chance.
Like, I don't remember a time.
You remembered?
I don't remember a time not having it. So literally, as long as I can remember, I've always had this. Don't know where I got it, but look at this thing.
Yeah, it's just so many statues and stuff around the house, and so it's just Freddy.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, is that from?
Yeah, that's from where it was at.
Like because how it sticks. I need to try and get that off at one point.
But yeah, he's much more into the gore stuff. But he's like when we were getting ready to move. Oh no, it was before we even got ready to move that Granny found it, and she was like, "Oh hey, you remember this?" And I'm like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like this actual thick, and it's like thick rubber.
It's too. Like rubber, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's very thick, heavy rubber, but it's a Freddy Krueger. So,
yeah, I have the Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers Funko Pops too.
Yeah. See, so even if I'm not,
because those are what I grew on. Like I love Jason Voorhees, one of my favorite characters.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So even though I'm not that big of of like a horror a horror film, he still has everything. I'm like, go for it, more than there. But yeah, I thought when you showed me this, I thought this was actually kind of cool. It reminds me of like toys, but like
there's also a couple.
He stands pretty tall.
More little news tidbits here. I didn't actually read the articles or anything because it was literally right before we went live, but. Captain Marvel 2 rumors now. Rogue, Nova, Moonstone rumored to be featured.
Oh,
Fantastic Four rumored for Ant-Man 3.
That's what I was just about to say. I don't know what's going on with
I know. I need to go read. I need to go read them to see what these are.
Because that's an interesting way to get the foot in the door for Fantastic Four by Ant-Man
3.
So it's interesting. Gotta look into it.
Also,
Disney all Plus, the top teams were doomed.
Disney Plus series. A couple got released.
It looks like he just spit some mad rhymes.
I know he's like and doing the.
He does.
That was my old pose in front of paintings and shit when I used to write graffiti.
You would just do the down before the whole whatever that was. I don't
dab or whatever.
I have nieces and nephews. That's as close as I got to kids. So I don't know what
it is kind of a weird pose for Freddy though, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Disney Plus series Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision got release months.
Ooh, the trailer for WandaVision or one that they did for like all of them looks really good.
Yeah, that was a cool little teaser thing they did.
The Bucky one and everything.
Yeah. You even see Sam throw the shield, and we still haven't seen his costume, his suit. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna look like in costume. I mean, we've seen there's been set photos of Bucky and stuff, but
I got the pink stuff off.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Comics on the Mind says he used to write too. That's awesome. I mean, yeah. That's where Soldier. My name Soldier only comes from, and
he's really good at letters and stuff and drawing. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I love letters. even when I was tattooing, I mean, I was known at the shop as kind of like the lettering guy. Like anytime people wanted letters, like if they wanted portraits, we'd send them to this guy. If they wanted this, we'd send them that guy. Wanted letters. Normally me. mean, obviously, my dream now. I mean, being a tattoo artist was my dream since 7th grade, but now, like, I want to do. I mean, I haven't even told you this at work yesterday. Well, on my breaks, I started sketching a little bit for our book.
Ooh, that means I gotta write.
Yeah,
I gotta think.
I know, because we started like brainstorming ideas and stuff, but I started like drawing a little bit, like panels.
I just wish I didn't lose all my notes, because I remember that one time
that
we
came
had
up
like
with some awesome
like
ideas.
The origin of what we had, and like a rough draft and a web version of like what the characters were gonna be, and it just like was all written down, and then I switched phones and it didn't save, and technology can be a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, for how much
you're so
humanity
easy to
relies
distract.
on. Huh?
You're so easy to distract.
I know, I'm so squirrel brain.
I'm so good at
it. So anyways, the Disney Plus series Falcon and Winter Soldier. So Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus series I've been looking forward to the most is August. This August.
This August?
Yeah.
This August.
Yeah, it's this August.
Wow, that's going to come up soon.
And our awesome cell phones, we have Disney Plus free for the year. Since we started it, was it December?
So you would know.
I'll have to check our cell phone thing.
I'm not sure.
And then WandaVision is December. And then Mandalorian Season 2, October 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, we really want to create our own book. Huh?
He says I'm the ultimate distraction.
You are.
I am. I really am. Like, I confuse people so easily, and I'm like, I didn't mean to just. Yeah. It's like you say, I could have probably confused Stephen Hawking if I just had a conversation with him. I don't know why it's my superpower, but I'm good at distracting too. It's a work in progress. Eventually we will work more on the book again, though, for sure.
McFarlane Toys, I mean, this was a few weeks ago, though, but they finally unveiled their DC Universe figures, and they got some awesome stuff. They even have a Batman Who Laughs one. Pretty dope Batman Who Laughs. I love McFarlane Toys. I mean, it's kind of weird. I haven't seen him in person yet. I love the box, too. Mm-hmm. The display box looks really good. But I haven't seen them in person, but just based off the images and stuff, I kind of wish that they were just a little bit more detailed, like McFarlane Toys figures usually are.
Yeah.
I mean, they look great and they're detailed, but I just wish just a little bit more. Like
a little bit more. Uh-oh. Okay, I can't. I started this. My bad. See what happens? I do these things unintentionally, and then like it just turns into him going off all over the place. Yeah, I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore. Oh, that's what he was grabbing. Okay, and then after this, I vote we call it a show because I'm hungry.
Well, yeah, I know, because
I need to eat some food, and I need to watch Coast to Coast. Because is it Coast to Coast tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta watch Coast to Coast and eat some food and
like this type stuff. I was hoping that they were gonna do them like this. I mean, what they showed, it's a more traditional like action figure. This does have a few points of articulation and stuff, but just not much, not as much as like you'd
think.
Yeah, not like as much as like a traditional figure.
Still very, very dope, but it just
and I like the base.
If I had a little more flexibility.
They even from the series, like from these same series with these same bases and everything, they even did Star Trek ones. What?
I just remembered that time we had McD on the show, and no more than 5 minutes in, you're showing Doom and he's showing Batman.
Oh, and I know, and I even said it too. I was like, only in these current times, like,
adults,
could there be two adults over the internet, one in America, one in Scotland, playing with dolls, for the lack of a better word. Yeah, because he had his big Batman.
And you were showing your Doom at the time. That's out.
Yeah, and I was like messing with his cloak and cape, and he was like playing with his cape too.
Never grow up.
Yeah.
It's a trick. Don't ever do it.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Teenage Mutant. Okay, yeah.
All right. On that note, I need to go get something to eat, and I need to go put him back.
I do too. I need food and a nap or sleep.
Yeah, you just,
but
you
a nap
need to
is
go to bed.
sleep. Yeah.
What? A nap is sleep? Is that what you said?
I said I need food and a nap or sleep, but a nap is sleep. So it was like yeah.
All right. On that note, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us again.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for our Sentimental Saturday of going over some of our most sentimental books that we have in our collection. It's been a blast chatting with all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Next week, we will have Kavi on for our spotlight.
Yeah, next week is our second
we don't know what time
spotlight.
Yet.
Yeah, we need to talk to Kavi. We haven't really nailed down a time yet. And then I'll have to put on a note or something here for later for a link to the first one. Last month we had for our January spotlight was Matt, the boy who had 7, and it was an awesome show and interview. What we've kind of done on that one, it's a little bit more. I mean, we still like pay attention to chat and call out chat and interact with chat, but it's also a little bit more like kind of interview format, a little bit where. What? All right. You just had this like, I don't know.
I was just like, as you were saying that, like I was thinking how it's like I like how we shout out the chat or like interactive, but sometimes when I'm in the chat, if I get shouted out on my chat, like my heart drops and I'm like, oh, they said, but other times I'm like, oh yeah, so it just like it's like I had that play through in my head for whatever reason, and then his comment, Werewolf by Lunchtime's comment made me laugh, and then just that's what that was.
Oh, okay, I just read his.
What is with you making sandwiches?
I know.
How can I drop it? Who dropped you on my head?
No, not on your head. All right, we're just quoting movies on this time. I'm gonna get her to bed. Love you guys.
I'm gonna get some
Have a good night.
Watch Coast to Coast and go to bed early tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a good night, guys. Live long and prosper.